Well, here it is, July 16th, 2026, on the Pedernales River, about 5 miles below Pedernales Falls State Park on the Buffalo Thunder Ranch. We've had quite a bit of rain in the watershed upstream, and I would say the river has come up at this point about 5 or 6 feet. And what the newscasters are telling us is that the biggest part of this rise is now in the Stonewall area and headed this way. And so it hadn't reached Johnson City yet. And it looks like it's about in the 20 feet range, 20 to 25 feet. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'd be underwater right now here in just a little while. But anyway, I will take some more video here in a little while from further up the hill, probably. Well, here it is, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on July 16th, and my first video was at noon. And now the Pedernales River has actually gone down about 2 or 3 feet since then. But the main floodwaters have just gotten to Johnson City not long ago. And so here very shortly, they're going to be here, and I'm not going to be right here. It's kind of spooky because there's a thunderstorm to the south, kind of upstream, and it's making all kinds of racket, rumbling and grumbling, and I keep wondering, oh golly, is that the freight train? But so far nothing. So anyway, hopefully we'll have another video here soon of some really raging floodwaters. Okay, here it is now, 6:04, and things are starting to happen. The little trees down there right there are starting to get covered up, and the river is getting noisier, and there is some more debris coming down, it looks like. "6:07, much more debris. Boy, there's a bunch more coming down from up there. This is it, Ethel. Quick, grab the kids and get in the double wide. Well, no, don't do that. Oh, interesting. Wow. There's stuff coming all the way from Fredericksburg there, probably.
There's 2 trees.
Oh yeah, here comes a big tree.
The one tree.
That's a lot of stuff. Sandbars getting covered up. Okay, now it's 6:20 and it continued to rise, and Otis does not like this big cedar tree. He thinks it's a big scary monster. Don't you, Otis? You don't like that. So now we're just about up to the sign there, and it's probably going to crest that little ridge here pretty quick. It's covered the big sandbar for sure, but it seems to be getting louder. It made a pretty good jump here a minute ago. Well, it's 6:30 and my little sign down there went totally underwater within about maybe 30 seconds. So it's obviously made a big jump, and there are a lot of huge deadwood cypress coming down, and a lot of noise of trees, branches breaking. And over there were about 5 big sycamores and a small cypress tree, and they are gone. We watched them get taken out. It's still rising, and a lot more stuff coming down, and boy, the smell is just incredible. You can just smell the flood. Very top of that little cypress tree. You can see it right there, trying to hang on. Otis doesn't like all that racket and all those weird things moving around down there. Also, all of a sudden got really muddy, super muddy. Well, it's 6:43 now, and it's about to the bottom of the turkey blind right there. Watched it take out numerous trees and seen some full cypress trees coming down from who knows where, but all of the trees, all of the big sycamores that were on that sandbar over there are all gone. So it was a pretty good sized cypress tree, and then we had two big cypress trees and a sycamore tree right in there that are gone. And it's still rising because now it's getting up into this little bush right here. Five till 7, and here are the remains of one of the turkey blinds. It's about to float away. And here's the other one. Got water in it. Probably won't be long before it gets taken away. The water is pretty much getting close to coming up to the bottom of Kelly's Knoll. Well, 7 o'clock, and there goes. That turkey plant's got a nice waterfall coming through it. Oh, turkey blind's going fast. Here we are walking down the road to the river, which is a really short road to the river nowadays. So there is Lawson Hollow, almost up to the road. Another interesting perspective. What'd you find there, Otis? Find a froggy? The water is literally just coming up as we're standing here. Okay, 7:25, and the river is definitely to the bottom of Kelly's Knoll. There's my old shooting target down there dragging in the water. Turkey blind going. So there's the Rasta Man right there, for those of you who know. Water's just right up to the base of it. 8:20, last video, but the river is still rising, and it is now swallowed a bit of the old Rasta stump, and it's up to this mesquite tree, about a foot up above the trunk there. Interesting perspective here. Almost makes it look like the water's all the way up to the deck. But not quite. Alright, it is Sunday, July 19th, 2 days after the flood, and here is some video of the aftermath, and which is shockingly not very impressive. But I really expected there to be an incredible amount more debris and trees gone, and all this area over here where I thought it took out trees, it did not. They're all still there pretty much, and the water just came up so fast it made it look like it took them out, but it really just bent them over. I think some of them must have been laying on the bottom, but cleaned things up pretty nice. There's very, very little trash, very little human waste like we've seen in some floods, and that's really encouraging. Things are trying to get back to normal down there pretty quick. This is river is still up. It's I'd say maybe 3 foot higher than it normally would be this time of year. Most of the big drift piles will be further downstream in places where they eddy, and it's always fun to go drift combing, and that's what I intend to do as soon as I can get access down there. There's my turkey blind. It actually survived pretty much, and I had put it together with some T-posts and baling wire, so I guess all that kind of held together somewhat. So some of the trees, big tree limbs, had busted, and some of the trees are bent over pretty good, but really it's just not much and nothing. Regardless, thank you, Mother Nature. Once again, Sunday, the 19th, 2 days after the flood. This is the place in the previous videos where I was walking down the road to the river, and I'll be where the water got to here in a second. It actually got a little higher than where I stopped filming over here. But probably the most remarkable thing is this is Lawson Hollow right here, and this is every bit of 40-50 feet deep, and the water, as you can see, it was right here, and it crested this little hill right here. Might be kind of hard to get a perspective of how deep it is down there, but it was just straight across water, as you saw in that previous video. Very impressive. A little bit of debris there in that tree, and you can see right where the water got to, which was about right here. And we were down here a little further, me and Otis, him sniffing around and the water lapping at us. And then one of those perspectives I took was kind of like this, looking down the river, and it was just solid water. Figure that probably the river rose about 30 feet at its peak, and then I found out that Hammett's Crossing, which is Hamilton Pool Road crossing over the Pedernales River 5 miles downstream from us, its hydromet gauge read 35 feet above the bridge Saturday night, I mean not Saturday night, Thursday night, the night of the flood. 35 feet. But it was good 30 here, I'm sure, especially judging by this big draw over here that filled up with water. You'll see the grass is laid down here. It got all the way up to this cactus here.